Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 as Persia. In the last episode we were called into a war by our ally Germany against the UK. It's basically just us and Germany and some relatively minor powers. Well, Sweden I guess is probably reasonably powerful against the UK, and the Ottomans I think is the other major independent power on their side. The rest of these are mostly British dependencies. But it's the German liberation of British Ost-Hanover, which this little island over here, which is occupied by Germany, so we should be getting some ticking war score in our favor from that one. I guess they just occupied it because it's at 0%. Though we are suffering a lot of occupations, there's a lot of troops in our territory from all of these little British vassals and spherelings and what have you down here in India. We're fighting a very large battle here, which has been going on for a while, though it seems to be going mostly in our favor. We're losing the occupations here, and of course the Ottomans are occupying some of our territory over here. Germany has one army down here in Ottoman lands and another one stranded over here in Suez. Anyway, let's unpause and continue to let things happen. So our battle against the Ottomans there has ended, which is good. And we have 51 brigades over here, which we could use maybe to try and fight this army. I wonder if this might be a decent opportunity. What's this general like? +3 attack? They probably have an equivalent general in there. And they have decent military tech, I think. So maybe it's not a good idea to do that unless we have some reinforcements available. We could, of course, mobilize our citizens, but maybe we'll hold off doing that for a while if we can. Let's send this army over here. We can maybe help out with that. Okay, we lost another occupation. Not really a great surprise. Now they're occupying us over there. Okay, well, if these armies want to... Well, they aren't actually separating, they're just going to the same place at different rates. Yep, the Ottomans are back over there, that's fine. How about you don't actually go straight in there? We'll give you a little while to reinforce before we try to do something about that. And Sweden has invented fascism. Okay. Now where are you headed? Unfortunately, they are escaping into the mountains, which we don't like. I don't suppose we can catch them before they do that. They're on the 6th. We'll catch some of them. That might actually be even better. Oh, and Britain has just peaced out, acquired... Germany's acquired British Ost-Hanover, which is okay, I guess. Fine. Well, that's kind of a slight letdown. I mean, I think things were kind of looking bad for us, but we were going to be able to turn them in our favor and then maybe look towards adding a war goal, but I guess it's probably just as well that we can get out of it without any risk. We're suffering ungodly amounts of attrition over here, so I'd like to probably stop doing that, if possible. And you head down here. Alright, we gained a core. We can, I guess, reduce our stockpile spending a bit here. And I guess we can look back in on the business of trying to sphere the Ottomans, since I completely stopped paying attention to that while that war started. We can't influence them while we have a truce with them, of course. That makes a lot of sense, now that you mention it. We should also retreat our armies from British territory down here. Our boats can go back into port. So let's maybe build a few more brigades here, since we have the ability to do that. I guess we should build engineers, actually, now that we can build them. Let's get a couple of those, and a few in Africa too. More infantry. Still up in 6th place in the Great Power rankings. Italy not too far behind though. Japan a couple of hundred ahead of us. But more military will help us stay there. Austria-Hungary allied with France. We, of course, are allied with Austria-Hungary and Germany. Okay, we finished our research there. We're pretty behind on naval techs, I guess, but maybe that's not the highest priority for research right now. Let's get social science. We can maybe increase our literacy, or rate of literacy gain a little bit. We are over 50%, which is pretty good, I guess, considering how we started. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do that one, I suppose. Ottomans are now allied with Germany. Crisis in Thessalia, or Thessalia. Not sure how it's pronounced. I'm not sure we want to back the Ottomans, though maybe we do actually. I mean, there's a good chance of Germany also joining on our side, since they're allied with us and the Ottomans, if we were to back the Ottomans. Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do it. It'll be fun. Maybe. Oh well. Nobody backed Greece, so it is a moot point anyway. Looks like we're a little bit slow buying up the small arms and canned food. Maybe not, actually. Seems to be going okay. See if we need to expand any more factories beyond the ones that are already expanding. And sure, we'll invest in all these railroads too. Never have too many of those. And once our infantry goes down to below 15, I think we can consider looking for somebody else to establish protectorate on. Khiva might be a good choice. Friendly with Japan. Interesting. Let's decrease our relations with them. They might be small enough for us to annex for less infamy, even. No, it would still be established protectorate. Not actually sure if they would be worth 10 infamy. We could probably annex Egypt, maybe? Unless we can't, because they are partially westernized. Not sure at what point you stop being able to establish protectorate on someone. Italy speared Egypt, which is interesting to know. Colonial incident. So we can get a place in the Sun CB on the Netherlands. I guess they have some land over here. Otherwise it's mostly in the East Indies over here. I'm not sure we really want that. We'll just take the Jingoism. Alright, we have our school system reforms all passed, so that's good. We'd like healthcare, I guess, as well. Yeah, let's get that. That will increase our education efficiency. Let's maybe get some admin efficiency. We're a bit behind there. It should be fairly quick. Scientists have discovered Adolf Wagner for 1 prestige, and some other guy too. Oh, okay. I guess we have been banned from the Ottoman Empire by Austria-Hungary. Which is fine, I guess. Do we not still have a truce with them? We do. Alright. San Francisco earthquake. Our truce expires in 1910, so it'll be a while. Alright, and we have a corps in Bahrain. The games of the third Olympiad. Athletes from around the world have gathered in our capital to compete in the Olympic Games. This is a great moment for our nation on the world stage. So we gain a very nice 65 prestige and 1 plurality even. So that's good. $12.5 prestige from discovering surrealism is also pretty welcome. How many of these inventions have we already gotten? Most of them, actually. So we have a 0% chance of getting avant-garde art because we already have avant-garde literature and avant-garde music. Our athletes are victorious. Some of our athletes who competed at the recent Olympic Games have been victorious and returned home with medals of gold, silver, and bronze for another 6.5 prestige. And we have some reactionary rebels. That doesn't look like it's going to be a problem. That was basically the worst rebellion of all time. Good job, guys. Let's see. Scientific management looks okay. And we'll upgrade whichever factories are near their limit again. Seems like Britain is having some rebel problems down here. Though apparently not over in their home territory. Okay, better steel production output. Would be able to annex somebody over here. I guess Tibet would work. I'm going to decrease relations here. See if we can get a... Oh, I guess we were already at low relations with them. I could have just done this immediately. We can get established protectorate on them. They're in Japan's sphere. But I don't know if I necessarily need to be worried about that. I guess Japan is ahead of us in the rankings. Including in terms of military. Though how well they would be able to get troops over to our lands is another question. We have 20 army tech, 131 brigades. And we won another Nobel Prize in Literature for another 13 prestige, which is pretty good for us. Alright. Factory output tech. Sure, we'll get the combustion engine. And we'll help with building all kinds of railroads because we have a lot of money and we can afford to. Gained a core on Kalat. Okay. Still have a lot of uncored land. I guess it's getting there. Tensions in Burma. We can gain influence with Burma and 1 infamy, or we can lose influence and lose 5 prestige. Let's not gain the infamy. I mean, 1 infamy doesn't seem like much, but it is going to slow us down quite a bit. We've gained a lot of free prestige recently from Olympics and Nobel Prizes and stuff, so I think we can afford to lose one without it bothering us too much. Tutankhamun's tomb has happened, been discovered, I guess. Presumably giving a lot of prestige to the UK. Scientists have discovered sociology. Ooh, and we have Afghan nationalists, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Tell a couple of armies here to take care of it. And we have another crisis in Thessalia. Guess we'll try backing the Ottomans again and see what happens here. +1 prestige. Yep, again, no interest. Well, let's leave it here for this episode. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.